Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So while I was on vacation, I got a surprise package in the mail and I got two of the new Ilia Lightshift cream. They're cream bronzer and cream highlighter. These were gifted to me by the brand and I believe they're available on sale now, but I think they went on sale to the public today, but I got them last week, but I was on vacation. But anyway, so I'm very excited. I've had a couple things from Ilia, but I've never really done I've used their mascara and their cream blush, but never really done a video on it. But I'm excited to try both of these products. So it is the Sunshift Weightless Silky Cream Bronzer, and then there is the Lightshift Weightless Silky Cream Highlighter. They both say they are 12-hour wear and they are $38. I have one shade of each and I have the lightest shade in each of them. So let's talk about these. So like I said, these are $38 and they are available on Sephora and probably Ilia's website, I'm assuming. And one of the things they both say about these products is that this featherweight formula melts in and blends effortlessly thanks to unique skin shift technology boosted with antioxidants. It's clinically proven to help shield skin against pollution. So, and that's for both. And then the highlighted ingredients for both of them, and has it the same for both, is that it's green tea and microalgae. Okay, that's new in skin in makeup. Powerful skin superfoods that help shield skin from pollution. Plant-based squalene seals in moisture and boosts the look of elasticity without clogging pores, always good. And then the Skin Shift technology is an emollient powder blend that shifts from a cream to a weightless veil. Now I did do some swatches outside and I'll show those in a second, but I will say it is like a cream to powder. So first, let's talk about the bronzer. Here is the bronzer. So this, as you can see, I've already swatched it, but this is the shade Ray, and this is described as a warm golden bronze. And again, the bronzer states that it's a blurring, ultra blendable, non-comedogenic bronzer that shifts from silky cream to weightless powder for a sun-kissed warmth with up to 12-hour wear. It chooses from 4 luminous shades that mimic a golden hour glow: Ray, which is a warm golden bronze; Eclipse, a peachy bronze; Rise, a copper bronze; and then Bask, a rich rosy bronze. So I have the shade Ray. So I already have most of my makeup on, but I do not have any bronzer on. And I am just going to use this. If you hear my son, I'm sorry. I am going to just use this. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and do the swatches. So here is the swatch. It is a really pretty light shade. It's a very light, again, this is the lightest shade. So that's the bronzer, and it has a luminosity to it. Now, I'm not the biggest. I typically like a matte bronze, but this is like light enough and I think it'll be pretty. So we will just go ahead and apply it and see how it applies. And it seems to apply really, really nice. Very natural. And again, when I said it does get like a cream to powder finish. So I'm gonna do this side of my face so you can kind of see the comparison. It is, again, this is the lightest shade and it is nice and light. So we will just blend it out like this. And it's a really pretty bronzer. Again, this very nice, very subtle. I like, and I actually don't mind the luminosity. I don't think it's emphasizing texture. So you can see here. So again, this is half of my face with, half of my face without it. So I think it's very pretty. Okay, so I went ahead and put some more on, or I just even it out on the other side. So as I've mentioned before, when I do my makeup here, I have just a little tiny viewfinder on my phone or on my camera and my little Baby Yoda mirror. So, but it seems to go on really nice, very blendable, very creamy. And you can see here, now this one I didn't blend out, but it does go to a nice powder finish. So I really like it. Now it's $38, that's kind of pricey, but it's a really pretty cream bronzer, and I like that it's a light bronzer because it's easy, it's very user-friendly, and I tend to go heavy-handed. There have been times when I've watched like vlogs or stuff back and I'm like, ooh, I didn't blend that out, or I went a little too bronzer heavy or too contour heavy. So I like the fact that it's light, and I like the luminosity. The luminosity is very nice and subtle, very natural, very pretty. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the highlighter. So here is the highlighter. Again, I did already swatch these, and this is called the Lightshift Weightless Silky Cream Highlighter with 12-hour wear. Again, it is $38, and it's a luminous, ultra blendable highlighter that shifts from silky cream to weightless powder, delivering natural radiance with up to 12-hour wear. Choose from 3 shades for a blurred, healthy looking glow. You have Glint, which is a soft champagne, Arc, a peachy gold, and Daze, a warm copper. And then I was sent Glint, which is the soft champagne, which is, I believe, the lightest shade. So I am going to just apply this. I'm going to actually use like, I don't want to use a traditional highlighter brush because it is a cream highlighter, and I don't think that will work really well. So I'm actually going to use this soft angled concealer brush to kind of put it on. Again, I've only swatched this. Well, let me swatch it too. So I'll swatch it. So here is the swatch next to the bronzer. And here we go. So that you can see, again, it's a really pretty subtle cream highlighter, and I don't wear a lot of cream highlighter. So this one I think is really pretty because it is, I think it is very subtle. Sometimes the cream highlighters can be a little bit much. So I'm just gonna put this here, and I think it's very, again, it doesn't seem to emphasize any texture, and I do have texture. Trust me, I'm 48, so I have plenty of texture. The lights definitely help, but if you want to see what my texture and my wrinkles look like, go to my vlogging channel and you will definitely see it, especially when I'm at Disney World, because you can see it. So here it is. I think it's really pretty. It's a pretty nice subtle highlight. I'm not used to using cream highlighter, so definitely one I'm gonna play around with, but I do really like it. And then what I'm also gonna do is I used a new eyeshadow palette, which is gonna be a separate video, and it didn't really have a highlight shade. So I'm gonna take a different brush, and I am going to use this as the brow bone highlight, which is really pretty as well. So probably went a little too thick there, but I'm gonna do there, and then I'm gonna do it in the inner corner as well. So again, a really pretty, very easy, and I'm not gonna be, it's late in the day, so I'm not gonna be able to test the wear on it, but when I did some swatches outside, I did have to like scrub it off. It had been on my arm for about 10 minutes, and it had set, and it set on its own, so I did have to like take soap and water and wash it off, which I think is a good sign when you are, trying to remove makeup that says it has a 12-hour wear. Okay, so I went ahead and put the highlighter on this side as well. I really like the highlighter. The bronzer I like, but it's not necessarily a type of bronzer that I go for, so I do really like it for what it is. I think maybe when I play around with it, I'll be able to determine if I really like it or not. But the highlighter is really, really pretty, and I think it just gives this nice, really subtle glow, very easy to apply, and almost easier to apply than a typical typical highlighter, because it is a cream and it goes on really nicely. So I actually do really like it, because again, I can go heavy-handed, and sometimes I can do a little too much highlight and it can be a little, look a little ridiculous. So, but I do really like the highlight. So here's pictures of both in the natural light before I swatch them, and then here are the swatches in the natural sunlight, just so that you can see what it looks in natural sunlight, just as a swatch. But okay, but that's it. These are now available on Sephora.com, and I don't know if they'll be in stores. I know some stores have Ilia, some don't, but they are $38, and I think they are good. And especially if you are looking for a clean beauty brand, this is definitely one that is worth looking into. And this has me anxious to try more of their products, because again, it's one of those brands that I've heard of, and I've gotten like samples and things like that, but I really haven't dug too too deep into it. But when I received these and I was like, ooh, okay. And then I realized that they hadn't gone on sale yet. That's when I decided to go ahead and try them on camera and make a video. So far I'm very impressed. I will keep trying them out and I will let you know feedback probably in the near future. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.